Welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Solo story. Today, we are doing Bujin. I do not have the fondest memory of Bujin. I don't remember why. It's not like I ever actually, hated playing against them. I just don't like them as a deck. I have no idea why. But, we have a story, and we gotta go into it. If you enjoy solo Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories, please subscribe and like the videos. Just let me know, And let's get into it. I really do not remember what they do. I just remember that they're XCs. I think they kind of just spam the field like every other XCs deck. But I don't know what it was about the Bujin that I did not like. Bujin of the Divine Realm. Many divine beings, both good and evil, live in the heavenly plane of Take Manakahara. Might have butchered that. This world was ruled by several deities centered on the symbolic princess, goddess Hirume. She wields the three Bujingi weapons. Bujingi Quillian, Bujingi Crow, and Bujingi Peacock to exhibit her true power as a supreme deity, Amaterasu. She was a powerful force to be reckoned with, not only in the heavenly world, but also on Earth, where she ruled over humanity. Every humanity. As the defender of the world, she rarely intervened with their lives. Watching over heaven and earth with radiating love, she wielded her powers only when disaster was imminent. Hirume lent her Bujingi to three trustworthy Bujinte and tasked them with the role of guarding the earth, which can often be difficult for the gods to reach. One of them, Bujinte Susanoo, is responsible for protecting the princess goddess. What? Princess goddess? With the two sacred swords, Quilin and Crane. Skilled in the martial arts, he is the fiercest Bujinte of the three. The second is Bujinte Kagutsuchi, who wielded an invincible shield Crow that blocked all attacks. Due to his superior intelligence, he is responsible for building strategies when going into battle. The last is Bujinte Tsukuyomi, who is skilled in witchcraft. He wears a cloak of peacock that absorbs power, and in addition to exploration and healing his allies, he monitors all anomalies in both heaven and earth. They were the representatives of Hirume, overseeing the world's anomalies, only using their powers for good. Okay, cool. Man, it's a bit of a longer story than I'm expecting. Alright, cool. It's really weird that I didn't like this deck. I guess it was just a playstyle I wasn't a fan of. Because I like the, story so far. But there's not much to say on it at the same time. So, we'll see. One day, Susanoo was summoned to Hirume. He is suspected of abusing the people on Earth by misusing the power of the Bujingi. Susanoo tried to refute these baseless allegations, but even that in turn angers her. As a result, Susanoo had his powers sealed in 5 separate Bujingi and was banished to Earth. Oh, well dang. When Susanoo awoke on Earth, he had lost most of his powers. To clear himself of the crime he did not commit, and to search for the Bujingi that were scattered on the Earth. Susanoo hid his name and set out on his journey under a new name, Yamato. While traversing the Earth, Yamato met many people in the various places he went. One showed Yamato where the light fell from the heavenly realm, which helped him find one of the Bujingi. One had been affected by a natural disaster, and despite having trouble finding food to eat, they served a meal to Yamato, a stranger and traveler. one never missed a prayer to the deities in the heavenly world. However, the gods did not answer their prayers and offer salvation, and instead they were exposed to further hardship and pain. On his journey, what Yamato saw was people suffering due to the tyranny of the divine realm. What if the duties I had fulfilled in heaven were making people suffer? When did the heavenly world begin going down the wrong path? Yamato, despite his suspicion, continued his journey. Well, that's kind of interesting. It's cool that he's kind of getting this whole, like, I feel like this would be like a Samurai Jack type of thing that would go on. Like, he had all this power and then poof, gone. But that's just the impression I'm getting. It's definitely nothing like how Samurai Jack was, because he went back in time and had to go find his sword type of thing. It's more of just being put in a situation that you're not used to that makes you feel helpless. That's basically what I was getting at. After a long journey, Yamato located the 5 Bujingi. At last, he gains his powers once again as Bujin-tei Susanoo. Having accomplished a great goal, his 2 Bujin-tei allies appear before him. They did not want to be noticed by Yamato, and so Bujin-tei Kagetsuchi was disguised as Bujin Mikazuchi. But why? They didn't want to be noticed, but why? This seems so dumb. Okay, this part of the story seems weird. They need to explain why they didn't want to be, but whatever. And Bujin-tei Tsukuyomi as Bujin Arasuda. Sealing their own power and changing their names, they descended to Earth to look for Yamato. As Arasuda, Tsukuyomi monitored both realms, and he realized that something was wrong with Hirume. He also learned that there is a being that lost its form as a god and became a miasma of darkness. The sentient miasma of darkness, Hiruko, spread its hatred everywhere and plotted the destruction of the world, including Takemagahara. To do this, he secretly manipulated Hirume and tried to get rid of Susanoo, who was a mighty force in the heaven. Yamato, having learned the truth, vowed to punish not only the one that wronged him, but also those who tormented the people of the earth. Oh. Yamato, now equipped with the 5 Bujingi, descended once again as Bujin-tei Susanoo. Thus reunited, the 3 Bujin-tei ascended and Takemagahara to meet with Hirume. Okay, see, this is what I mean. Why did they lose their powers to go watch on him if they're just gonna get their powers again? Why? That was so pointless for them to do that. And why were they hiding themselves from him? Because they were just gonna join him in the fight anyways. I feel like they might have messed up on the story on this. I don't know. A Bujin deck's main characteristic is that its monsters have different roles based on their type. The Winged Beast type monster will support you with effects activated in the hand. The Beast type monster will support you with effects activated in the graveyard, allowing you to attack your opponent with your Beast Warrior type monster on the field. The key to victory is getting your cards in the right place where they can help you. Oh, that sounds interesting, I guess. Alright. So, I'm guessing start with... Okay. Use your Bujin... Okay. Activate continuous spell. Bujin Constellation. Bujin from your hand to the graveyard to activate the effects of Bujin Constellation. Allows you to negate 1 face-up card on your opponent's field until the end of the turn. Okay. Okay, discard 1 to do that. That's cool. And then summon You have the Beast Warrior monster and Bujin. Activate the effect of Pollen. To activate the effect and destroy your opponent's monster. Okay. So he banishes himself, and then I get to pop. Has been banished from the graveyard. Now you can activate the effect of Bujin Arasuda from their hand. Activate. What is... If monster is in your graveyard or face up in your side of the field, you can special summon this card. You could have done that way before. In defense. Now you have 2 level 4s. Okay. Susanoo. Okay, successful. And hand from your deck. Okay, cool. Alright, so yep, swallow. Send hand to the graveyard. Okay. Does it double it? $24. Oh, gets to attack twice. That's pretty good. It's pretty interesting, I suppose. I would still say not really my playstyle, but it's still pretty interesting, I suppose. Once they returned to Takemakahara, what the 3 Bujinte saw was Hirume consumed by hatred due to the miasma. By the mighty power of the dark princess goddess, the Bujingi. Thank you. That were loaned to the Bujinte were returned to their rightful owner. Sorry, the laughing is actually hurting my throat now. Then, the soft light that was the weapon emitted at all times turned black as if ink was spilled upon them. Hirume equipped them to descend as Amaterasu, the supreme goddess of darkness. The benevolent light that once emanated from her body was lost, and the world was plunged into darkness as if in a solar eclipse. The battle for the fate of heaven and earth has begun. The fierce battle took a toll on Takemakahara itself as well. The 3 Bujinte who lost their weapons, Quillin, Peacock, and Crow, struggled as they tried to fight their way through. They were greatly reduced in power before the battle, but they have not lost their fighting spirit. Each of the Bujinte had their own divine sword, Crane, Ibis, and Swallow. Together they launched a counterattack. Finally, a slash by Susanoo, entrusted with the power of the sacred sword, splits the darkness in half. Amaterasu fell, and the miasma that infected the blackened Bujingi was also vanquished. Thus, Hiruko's ambition that entangled heaven and earth had been crushed, but the gods of Takemakahara much remained to be done. The reconstruction of Takemakahara and salvation of the earth. A new battle was about to begin to fulfill their godly duties. Interesting. So they're basically saying to be continued because something else is going to happen later in the future. And I guess that's where the pendulum monsters come in, because I'm pretty sure the pendulum monsters weren't there before when it first came out. I might be wrong. Ooh, okay. Wait, so if you do the loner deck, you get a pretty cool icon and sleeves for the regular. Okay. Well, that was Bujingi, or the Bujin. I can't say I'm like changed my mind on the Bujin. The playstyle is still kind of eh. Like, I can understand the whole concept of it, but I'm just not a fan of the deck for whatever reason. It's like one of those things where it's just like you see something and you immediately dislike it. There's no reason. It didn't give you any reason not to like it, but you just don't. That's me right now. I just don't. Would I give it a try? Yeah, absolutely. But I won't like it. In the end, I think I've given it a try before and I did not like it. But if you enjoy Bujin, definitely good for you. I have no idea why I don't like it, and I'm sorry. Either way, thanks for watching. Have a good day, night, evening. Either one's fine.